Hello everybody, this is Medical Science Lecture Room. I'm very delighted to have you here. Today I'll be sharing with you on premature ejaculation. Just to inform you, I give medical tips or medical education to my esteemed viewers at the comfort of their living room. Again, I run classes for students of physics, chemistry and mathematics. In case you are new to this channel, please hit the subscription button, turn on your notification bell so that once new videos are made, you will be first to be notified. Again, share and like this video if you find value. My name is Dr. Godwin Obono. Welcome back. What is premature ejaculation? Ejaculation is the release of semen from the penis during orgasm. Remember that orgasm is a climax of sexual activity. While the semen is that fluid that you see, so many persons mistake it for what? The sperm, but that is not the sperm, because the sperm is a cell that is microscopic, you can't see with your eyes. But what the fluid that you see that you mistake for sperm, that fluid is called semen. But the problem in this case is that sometimes a man may ejaculate earlier than he or his partner wishes, and because that happens, you will call that what? Premature ejaculation or rapid or early ejaculation. I take that again, that when a man releases semen earlier than he or the partner wishes, then you said that the man has prematurely ejaculated, or there is what? Rapid ejaculation, or there is what we call early ejaculation. You see, erectile dysfunction is not the same as what? Premature ejaculation. However, many persons with erectile dysfunction, like I told you, is inability to attain erection. Most persons with erectile dysfunction may have premature ejaculation, but you can as well see someone with early ejaculation who do not have problem with erection. Now, what are the possible causes of what? Premature ejaculation? Please, you should know that it may not be a disease. Most times, most of the problem could be psychological or emotional. Sometimes it could be anxiety can cause it, depression, stress. Imagine you just come back from your work and you're so tired and you want to go get involved in sex. You know, that because you're tired, because of the stress of the day, you may likely ejaculate, earlier than you wished it to be. If stress is responsible, that may be a temporal problem, because anytime you've not been stressed and you want to engage in it, there may not be what? Premature ejaculation. So I've identified anxiety, I've identified depression. Also, when you worry about certain things, some persons are even worried about the fact that the last sexual activity they ejaculated early, and because the next one they are still worrying, they are thinking about it. So even when they are getting involved in the next time, they may have the same experience, because they are worrying about the previous experience. So you see, that's it. Sometimes some people have problems in their relationships, and so anytime they want to have sexual intercourse, because the thoughts of these problems in that relationship may also result in what? Rapid ejaculation. So these are just not disease. Of course, they are both psychological or emotional problem. So another cause could be that maybe you have stayed away from sex for a very long time, and because of that, you may have accumulated semen, level of semen. You know that every day the testes keep producing, sperm and stored, and so because you have not engaged in sex for a very long time, so the next time when you are about to do it, that anxiety, could cause you to ejaculate earlier than you wished. Also, there are persons who cannot attain erection, like I have told you before, erectile dysfunction. And so just to emphasize again, now because these people have this consciousness that they have erection problem, so when they want to have sex, what they do is they rush over it. And because they are rushing, and so that why are they rushing? Because they want to see how they can, get over it before they will lose erection. And because of that, you see them ejaculating prematurely or ejaculating earlier than they wish. Now we can also have a pathological problem. In other words, like the ones I've mentioned, might not actually be disease problem. Like I told you, it could be they are all what, emotional or psychological. Now, but you could have problem with the urethra or the prostate. That kind of inflammation of the urethra can also cause that. In a case, if you have that, then it means that you need to go to the hospital for that to be addressed or treated. But for the emotional problem, emotional cause, or the psychological cause, you need to address them by yourself. You look or you seek a counselor who will also counsel you. Otherwise, you can try, as I've mentioned these things, you try not to be depressed when you want to have sex. You try not to after your stressful day, you make sure you have you relax, have some rest before you can as well engage in it. So these are the possible way or the possible causes of what we call premature ejaculation. How do you treat premature ejaculation? I've mentioned the causes of premature ejaculation, especially the psychological causes as well as emotional causes. You try to address them. Like I said to you, you either do that yourself or you seek a counselor. So now apart from that, there is this strategy we call the start and stop strategy, or the squeeze strategy. Now the start and stop strategy, what you can do is that you try to stimulate yourself. Either after you have stimulated yourself, after a while, at the time you feel you want to ejaculate, you stop. And once you stop, and then till when you have control over the whole exercise, you now begin again. And then you do that again, maybe at any time, maybe 2-3 times. At the time you want to actually come up, you want to ejaculate, then you allow the semen to come out. I take that again. That strategy is called the start and stop strategy. Start because you start stimulating yourself. Either your partner may stimulate you or what, but the idea is that there will be stimulation. You begin stimulation, and once you are about to ejaculate, you stop. And then wait for a while, the effect will wear down, and then you now begin again. And if you have done that 2-3 times, when you want to finally ejaculate, you can now allow it to come. That's one of it. Another one is what we call the squeeze strategy. So the squeeze strategy, your partner stimulates you, and then at the time you have the urge to ejaculate, your partner squeezes your penile organ, your penis. And once that happens, that sensation, that stimulation, that squeezing will stop you from ejaculating. And when you repeat that, any time you when you repeat that maybe 1 or 2, 3 times, at the time you want to finally ejaculate, then she stops squeezing your penile organ. That's what we call the squeeze strategy. And the other one I've explained earlier is the start and stop strategy. Now some persons also believe that you can masturbate, and then after when probably in a few minutes you want to engage in sexual activity, you can masturbate, and then the next day before the real thing starts. The idea is that most times after the first ejaculation, subsequently, there may be a delay. You'll be able to achieve delay in ejaculation. So, but some experts, that's their opinion, that you can masturbate after a while, then before you now get into the main sexual intercourse with your partner. Another way you can treat that is what we call decreased sensitivity. How do you decrease sensitivity? You either use your condom. Many persons will tell you that they don't have that kind of satisfaction when they use condom. That's because condom decreases sensitivity. And so some will tell you that they tend to stay longer when stay longer when they use condom than when they go flesh to flesh. So the idea is that you can decrease your sensitivity, and once you do so, you will may delay ejaculating. And how you can decrease sensitivity is what? By the use of what? Condoms. Remember, condom can be what? The male condom, or what? It can be what? The female condom. But in this case, we are talking about what? The male condom. You can also treat premature ejaculation with a medication known as sildenafil or Viagra. Of course, but I'm not this type person who will always advise you to take drug because of for your sexual satisfaction. But anyway, that's one way you can also treat that. If you want to delay, your your ejaculation, you can take sildenafil, popularly known as what? Viagra. So these are the possible ways you can, take managed premature ejaculation. Again, but note, please, know the cause. I've identified a number of causes. Whichever is the responsible for your premature ejaculation, try and address that cause. And once you address that cause, then you'll be able to delay ejaculation. In case you have any question, any comment, please drop them at the comment section. Again, like this video, share it if you find value. Thank you.